Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. If you're new to cryptocurrency, obviously subscribe, hit a like button, hit the bell button and press all notifications. It is really helpful and it helps my channel out a lot. I'm going to give you some outstanding value today. I'm going to look over XRP, Tron and Neo. What would have happened if you bought at the highs, if you FOMO'd in? This is a great educational lesson for anyone. If you're even brand new to the space, I'm going to teach you some stuff. If you're quite experienced, that FOMO is the sort of thing that you cannot be taught anywhere else. So there's going to be a lot of education. I'm going to teach you how to find if a coin is in a trend, when to buy a coin, what to look for in a coin in terms of developments that could create a price pump, and what to avoid. If you are new, you cannot honestly learn mindset control. So this is a great tip for you guys to learn how to control your mindset. What goes up does eventually come down. I'm going to show you how it happens. So let's get into it. Enjoy this one, and obviously I'll see you in a very short second. Now, it's been a bit of a rough day. I'm going to be honest with you. About a couple of billion, a good 20, have just flew out the market last night. A little bit of a retracement. I already mentioned it just then. What goes up does come down. How many people would have been looking to buy at that 9k region? Admit it, you are one of them. I know, yes, you are one of them. It happens. I've been there before, and I'll probably be there again at some point in my life in terms of any altcoin investment. Sometimes your emotions get the better of you. So let's talk about a few things first. If you're new to cryptocurrency and you are looking at these prices and you're thinking, wow, I wish I bought in December. Well, you might be that person. And honestly, I've said that a few times this year. I wish I bought at Christmas time. I wish I bought after that Santa rally. I wish I bought a few little extra coins. And I did. I bought a few little bits and pieces when they were really low. I managed my portfolio in such a way that it's pretty cool. But that's just my personal bag. Now, let's talk about Tron. Let's talk about XRP. Let's talk about Neo. Why? These have all been a very high price, and they caught a lot of people out with FOMO. Now, picking these three at random, I could have picked a lot more. I could have picked a litecoin, I could have picked Ethereum, I could have picked EOS as examples. But I want to focus on these because I want to show you what happens. And I mentioned this yesterday in yesterday's video. People go onto CoinMarketCap and they're like, XRP, it's only 40 odd cents, it's only 21 cents, it's only whatever. And when you think of the bull run when Bitcoin was 18, 19k, XRP was only $1.80 at the time. It flew a week after to $3, and then people were buying at like $2.50, $3. They were like, buy, it's going to the moon, guys. And it obviously it didn't. Because I said it yesterday, if you think it's going to go to the moon, you're an idiot. It always comes back down. I'm going to teach you how the markets work in a second. But look at this. Most people do this like, it's cheap, I'm going to buy that. It's going to go to $3,000, it's going to go to $4,000, it's going to go to $5,000. No, it doesn't work like that. Trust me, it does not work like that. You've got to look at these supply numbers, you've got to look at the market, and you've got to look at the price. If you understand those three figures, look at yesterday's video. I explained there's some about that. It's really worthwhile. But people also look at Tron. Tron has a bigger supply. It also has a very rubbish owner who likes to shill his bags all over the time, you know what I mean, all the time, shills his bags, yeah. Right, so that's annoying. So that has also been over 18 cents, I think. I can't remember. Maybe higher than that. Let me just double check my sums because it went up to a cataclysmic. Oh, yeah, it did. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. There you go. By the top of that candle, guys, I would imagine people did. And I imagine people will be in cataclysmic distress right now. 28 cents. Nice. Is it even 30 cents? Yikes. Anyways, that's one. So what would have happened if you bought at 30 cents? And you look at the price now. We're going to look at that in a second. Now, last one was Neo. Neo was the one that really hurt a lot of people. I know that. Neo was over $180. On Neo, $191. Oh, let me just write these down. 2 seconds. 191, 30 cents, and $3.30 was XRP. Okay, crazy amount. Okay, I know. So what would happen? Well, you put $1,000 in each, and now you've left with literally peanuts. You could probably be lucky to buy a packet of crisps in the shop. And the biggest fundamentals of that is just FOMO. You got to learn when to time your entries, and I'm going to go through that in a very short second. But what new people, again, yes, you also look at these. You look at these high yield investment programs, and you need to really honestly stop doing this completely. It happens all the time. There's people in my Telegram group that ask about these, and I quickly just kick them out. I get rid of people who are promoting rubbish. You cannot go away and get into life situations where you can get a bit better value in everything that you do as an investor by doing high yield investment programs. It doesn't work like that. Life isn't like that. So if anyone approaches you about, oh, you can earn an X amount percentage per day in a program where you put your BTC in it, it's most likely a scam. So please do avoid it. Another thing you need to avoid doing, now not to criticize Suppo, but he has a lot of sheep followers that follow him blindly, and potential paid advertising and all that kind of good stuff. But he pumps up bags as well. He's pumped up coins, and you've got to do your own research. You cannot just go into whatever these people are saying. Obviously, listen to them and take on board what they are saying, but do not just go, oh, he says that, I'm going to buy that. It's the same for me as an example as well. If I mention a coin, that doesn't mean you can go in blind. You've got to do your own research. You've got to time your entries. You've got to look at certain elements to understand what is happening. But another thing you need to do as well is the coin that you're researching, have a look on CoinMarketCal and see what is coming out in the next couple of months. If something big's going to happen, for example, a mainnet launch or some sort of development like plasma or sharding is going to come to their network, or a hard fork that's going to improve their coin, it's an obvious price manipulation or pump. Not so much manipulation, but it's going to create hype from the media, hype from influencers like YouTubers, Twitter followers, etc. And obviously the coin itself, they're going to market it. They're going to market, oh, this is going to do something. This is going to generate more people coming to the platform, more people are going to use it. It's going to be better scalability, all that good stuff. It's going to create a price increase. It's development in the company. It's like when Amazon do certain things. When Amazon release Amazon TV and their Alexa, did you not look at the price difference in it? When Netflix launched a new product line, when they brought out certain elements of their video streaming service, it went up. When newer TVs went on it, it created more people to buy it, use it. It created price bump. So it's that same thing with cryptocurrency in an element. So we're going to look at a few coins now. I'm going to keep it very, very basic. I want to teach you how to get into a trend. This is where you need to be. You never ever buy a coin at the top. You never ever sell at the bottom. And you always buy in the trend. You never go against a trend. The trend is your friend. Remember that. So, XRP is number 1. Go away. Bugger off. Now, this is a very, very basic chart. It's just literally the chart. Really boring, pretty rubbish. But you can see already here, historic data. Now this is going back, whoa, what the hell. This is not the full Monty going all the way back with XRP, granted, but there's enough data here to kind of give you an element. Now, I like to use certain EMAs that like to give me certain price areas. When it's above a certain price range, it really does help your gauge. Now, there's another thing as well you can go to. Go into TradingView if you've not got it, get it. I advise it a lot. And if you go into public library, okay, and if you, I play around with these because it's quite fun. If you go to the Madrid moving ribbon, I'll put that on a chart. This will give you a little very, very glimmer of glance of what is in a trend. If it's red, it is a no buy zone. If it's green, you buy it. That's as simple as it. Okay. Now this is obviously default on certain moving averages. You need to get in a coin on a trend. So you can see here in a trend, that's an obvious downtrend. Okay, some of these not enough data, but ultimately it is in a downtrend. Okay, uptrend, it's going up, and then, but you know, when it starts going red again, you know when to sell. But that is a bit complicated for the new person, so I'm going to mix it up a little bit more now. If you go to your moving averages and you put in MA, put in 2 MAs, and you want to have a short and a long. Now, what you need to kind of look at is, personally, you've got 2 or 3 different ones you can use. Try the 34. It's a Fibonacci number. Okay. Now let's just change this color to a nice yellow. We'll make it nice, and it's all changed TradingView. I don't like it. Right, cool. Now you can choose different ones. You can have the 20, the 10 or the 8. Personally, I'll go for the 8 just because it's a bit faster. This is where things get a little bit interesting. Now, what you need to look at is two different things. So this is just a day. Oh god. There we go. Cool. Sorted. Right. So when you need to buy into a coin, okay, let me just look at these dates. If it crosses below, and the candles are below both of them, you're in a downtrend for that period of 34 days, and the 8 moving average as well. So you sell. And likewise, if you just go in, this is indecisive. You just don't even touch that, and this is obviously crossed up into an uptrend. Off it goes. You're into a trend now. You're above the lines. The 34 moving average is quite good. Also, the 20 moving average is good if you want to use the 20 if you want a bit faster. But you see here, it's in a downtrend. If I just go into an uptrend, so we've obviously peaked up a little bit. So if I go into other coins, well, let's look at Litecoin. This is a better example so you can see it. So if I zoom in nicely, you can see here it crossed over. It was just about level, so indecisive, you just wait. You don't do anything, you just wait. And this is on the daily time frame, by the way. Crossover up. The 8 goes above the EMA 34. It is in an uptrend. You are trending north. What? Why? Halving. Litecoin halving, 6th of August. That is the reason why. Off it trickles up. Now, if you look at this region here, if you bought in February at this crossover here, or you got on this area here, it's a crazy amount of gains. It doesn't look like much, but it is. It's a lot. And this is on the daily time frame. So every day it's a candle. Okay? So you can see it here. If I zoom in, you can probably see it a bit better now. There you go. You are trending up still. You only sell when it crosses below and closes below, like here. You sell and you may bag a little bit of extra profits, but if not, it doesn't always work out on the daily time frame. It's a bit harder, but you've got to get in at the start of the trend. So look at here, you're selling your position here at 148, and you are rebuying down at the bottom when it crosses back over properly over in this region. It's starting to trend up. You don't look at these couple of days. It's not the greatest idea to do it because you've got to look at certain elements. Learn more in the links below, you'll see more. But ultimately, you've got to look at the trend, and if you're trending upwards, it's a very simple method to do this. Okay. Now again, look at where Litecoin has been. $300. You would have been completely wrecked. And let's look at this, right? So if I go from here, it went down to 22 cents, $22. Sorry, I remember. 93% of your overall amount is gone. So if you invested $1,000 and you took away 94%, how much money have you got left over? It's just enough to get you some fuel in your car. It is pretty bad. So if you put in $1,000, you take away 94.3%, you have lost $943. That is how much you have got left over. So you would have been buying literally a couple of Litecoin, or part of a Litecoin at the top there. It's crazy how much you would have lost, okay, in valuation. Crazy, isn't it? So if you think, if you put $1,000 in and it was that much price, wow, it's horrendous. So that is how much you would have lost. It's a lot of money. And that is US dollar values, by the way, so it's a bit different when you look at it in Satoshi. So there you go. I hope this is helpful. Now I'm going to look at Tron now. Again, very simple principle. If you look at the EMA 34, it's a pretty decent trend line. It's pretty respected, okay? It's a Fibonacci number as well. The 8, 13, 21, 34, they're all Fibonacci numbers, are pretty good. 55 as well is another good one if you want to put 55 on there for added substance. And again, look at Tron. Tron is a complete and utter mess. When you think of how much it lost in value, and again, Neo was the same. I'm going to look at Neo in a second, but oh, why has it done that? Oh, it's an idiot. I hate it when that does. Tron, I'll do it in Bitcoin actually. What on earth is it? This is all cool. I'll remove that. There you go. So you can see there, nice little trend up. That's what you're looking for, okay? Really good, obvious one. Again, here, you do not want to be buying this coin here. If you're looking at, oh, I'm going to buy Tron last year in 2018, just wait. Look at it. Obvious downtrend. I hope that helps. Honestly, I hope it really does help. So, What are you learning from here? Do not FOMO up with these candle wicks. Someone would have definitely FOMO'd up there. Where's the bottom? Where's the bottom? Here. 84%. Boom! Ouch. That would have hurt. Probably even lower. No, about the same. So you can see there, look at that 34 moving average. Okay, on the daily time frame, it is fantastic. Look at that. So you buy here, right? This is how easy it is, right? You buy down here, you take your profits, okay? You sell up here, you do not go back into it until you see a upward trend, which is actually here, okay? 61%, you're out of your position for 182 days. Long time, long time. And then you're back into it, okay? You are then back into it, and you then go, cool, we've made some profits, 100%, cool, I've made fiat, or whatever, or Bitcoin, whatever you're trading into. Oh, I can sell now. Off it goes again, and another 50% position. You are accumulating every time. So on the upwards, you are growing either Bitcoin or fiat. On the way down, you are predominantly just growing Bitcoin because you are regrowing, or you're getting more coins essentially, but your Bitcoin value will be worth more because it stayed still. So imagine this, right? You've got a horizontal line here. You sell, okay, and you rebuy back down here. You've got a massive gap there where you've accumulated coins. So if you've got, say, 100,000 coins, you just added another 64,000 coins for free, and within that you've added an extra 64% worth of Bitcoin value in terms of your bag. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So there you go. Check out the links below and you will learn a lot more from me. I do a lot of this education, but yeah, if you are new, you need to understand mindset control. What is happening up here? Do not FOMO. If you start seeing things like this and it's going crazy parabolic, just wait. Because what goes up, what comes down. If I go to the 5-minute time frame and I zoom right in now, this is a market every single day. Now these moving averages are working every time frame. You just got to be quick. I use this predominantly as a moving average. I use different indicators though, and ultimately you can see this here. Okay, this move here, people would have FOMO'd up here, and they would have got completely wrecked. That's the 14% loss in a matter of 8 hours a night sleep. It's a lot of money. If you don't have a stop loss, you've lost a lot of money. So remember that. Trading and over trading is another killer as well. All kinds of elements. Understanding how the markets move is a big thing, and you need to understand how a trend moves. You buy at the start of a trend on support. You sell when there's heavy resistance and it's starting to fail. Take your profits. If you miss it and it goes up even higher, who cares? You've got profits. But ultimately, if it does this, you've lost money. If it does this and you bought in here, you've still made money. Was it matter? So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out my other videos, whatever side it is, I don't even know. Hit a thumbs up, hit a like button. I like it if you do that, it's awesome. And I'll be back tomorrow where I'm going to go through a top coin that is potentially a game changer long term. So stick around for that and you'll probably enjoy that one. It's a long term hold.